background. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm so thankful to be here on GL365 Radio.
There you go. I'm hearing it clear,
Right,
clear
man,
now,
bro.
man. Clear, clear now, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
it's a pleasure, man. I've been wanting to talk to you, and I'm so grateful to God that the time is now and the means, it's here. It's here, man. This young man, like I said before, his name is Sterling Roberts, and he is all the way in Trinidad, connecting with
Yeah.
us tonight. Maybe that's what it is. It's traveling over the water, so the
Yeah,
sound
heavy
soon get here.
water. Yeah, it is. But yeah, that could very well be.
Well. Listen. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who exactly is Sterling Roberts? Who's Sterling Roberts?
Wow. Well, Sterling Roberts is a young man who had a lot of testimonies. um, God, at the age of 8, healed me from a heart condition, which the doctor said that I had a heart of an old man. Yeah, they said that I have a heart of an old man. Just know you hear me clear, right?
Yes, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, cool. And they said I had a heart of an old man. Even though there was this season where a lot of people in my family, a lot of family members were, going into the hospitals,
Hmm.
and I was a very active youth, uh, track and field, all these sorts of sports. They just did a check on me and realized that I had a serious condition that was like more serious than everyone else
Hmm.
family. Sterling Roberts was a young boy who had a heart of an 80-year-old man.
Wow.
Sterling Roberts was a boy who got medication because the doctors couldn't determine what caused that to happen.
Hmm.
And Sterling Roberts was the boy whose heart went over 144 beats a minute
Wow. Wow.
because of that medications. Then Sterling Roberts became the young man whose parents heard time to go to God
Hmm.
and brought them to church. Uh, the prayer of faith was prayed. I was prayed for and prayed on, and 3 weeks after, Sterling Roberts was the boy who doctors were baffled by knowing that his heart became younger than his age.
Uh oh. Uh oh. Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
and then growing up, running
Uh-huh.
from God, things started to take place. I
Hmm.
realized his hands of protection were over me,
Yes.
and I just got fed up of running after a particular point.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, so still didn't realize that God now entrusts him with so much of other things,
Right.
um, that I had to give him back glory with it.
Mm. My
Yeah,
God. My God.
yeah,
Well, and here is Sterling Roberts right now. Here's Sterling Roberts right now. Wow. Wow.
yeah,
So is this
yeah,
the healing testimony that about the 8 years old, or that's a
yeah.
separate testimony altogether?
No, that exactly is the healing testimony.
Mm-hmm.
I was just in. I at age 8, you're not paying attention to a lot of
Of
things.
course. Of course.
You're just running around. Of course, it does. I mean, but you're noticing the expressions
Uh-huh.
and the concerns on your
Uh-huh.
parents' faces,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't know. Well, if everybody else is going to hospital with serious conditions,
Uh-huh.
and we have one here who looks like he needs to be in the hospital more than everybody else,
Mm-hmm.
and they couldn't take it. It was a real, like a very real trying time in our family's life because everybody was at least in the hospital at least twice,
Wow.
except me.
Wow. All right.
I
Okay.
never.
Okay. So
Yeah,
right. So
yeah.
it wasn't the norm for you to be
No,
sick.
no, it wasn't a norm for me to be sick. I was the very active one.
Right.
Never showed any symptoms. No signs ever came up, except probably just the stabbing pain in my chest whenever I took a breath in at certain times.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, there was nothing showing
Wow.
until they did the test.
Wow. And this was 8 years old.
Yeah, and this was at 8 years old.
So
And
at what point did you give your life completely to God?
oh, that wasn't even 8 years old. I thought I still had a life to live. I thought that I thought
Yeah,
that
you,
this
you think
thing
you
was
had
going to
more
be.
time? You have time. You have some
Yeah,
time.
I had real time. I mean, praise God, I got healed. Yeah, that's, thank you, Jesus.
Right.
And now let me just live my life and, I probably might check on God a little later down,
Mm-hmm.
in age. And I realized there was this prayer that was prayed over me, I believe, from my mom because she made a promise.
Mm-hmm.
She made a promise and she said, God, if you heal my son, I will serve you for the rest of my life.
Ah. Okay. Okay.
But she also
Mm-hmm.
gave me to him, saying, he has to do what you called him to do.
My God.
So wherever he is, be on him. Let him know whatever he does,
Mm-hmm.
wherever he goes,
Mm-hmm.
God is going to hunt me down, basically.
Mm.
And uh, I was like, what? And I would be in parties. I wasn't a really party man, but I just love, just being with partners and friends.
Right.
And I was in a party, and all of a sudden, what would happen to you if you die tonight?
Right. Right. Right.
Like, what would happen to you if you were to, leave this life now? Where would your soul go?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it was just haunting me. I would go parties and different things would be happening, different things I would escape from.
Right.
Uh, and I was just shocked. I was literally shocked. And
Mm.
I was at a particular point. I remember I came home at night, and like the Lord was telling my mother where I went.
Mm. Mm. I know those kind of things. Trust me. I know.
You hear me clearly? Sorry, I don't know if you're hearing me
Yes, man.
clearly.
I'm hearing you, man. I'm hearing it clearly. Clearly. Don't do anything. Don't touch nothing. Just keep it right there. We're hearing it clearly.
I'm not hearing you too clear though. Sorry.
That's all right.
I'm not
Okay.
hearing anything right now. Oh.
I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm hearing you. So you just keep
You know,
talking.
and
Yeah.
I hear Oh my God.
All right.
How about now? Are you hearing me now?
I'm hearing you, man. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play a little bit of your music.
Psalm 29 verse 2 say,
all right. This one is called Most High.
glory to God. Give him. Na 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 na. There we go. Hey, hey. Na 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 na. Brother, they said that your kingdom is coming. They don't know you're already here.
My kingdom's established forever.
They think that you stand in the distance. They don't know you're already there.
My kingdom's
It's the man.
established.
It's the man called Sterling Roberts. I tell you, I love this track right here, man.
Power your glory surrounds, that heaven declares and creation resounds. Glory to the Most High, glory to the
All right. Sterling, you're back. You're back. All right. Every once in a while, I might have to just hang up and call you back because I think you're not hearing me again.
I'm hearing you.
Okay, right. Yeah, I think it's a WhatsApp thing where sometimes the volume probably does kick out or something. So I'll recall you if anything. But listen, man, what influenced you in this gospel music arena? What's the influence?
All right. So in 2002,
Mm-hmm.
there was the local annual Full Gospel Song Festival held in Trinidad,
Right.
and I didn't even know that I could have written songs. But the year before, I went there as just part of the audience,
Mm-hmm.
and then songs started to birth. I remember I was going through a season where I was really reading the scriptures, like
Mm.
I was just digging into scriptures. I
Mm-hmm.
just was finding scripture, just reading. And then I lifted my head, and on the wall, I saw the first 4 lines of the first song I ever wrote.
Wow.
And I couldn't understand it, but I realized this was something divine taking place.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote it down. The song was finished after a few weeks, and I entered the competition, not knowing that I would end up as one of the final 8
Wow.
in the nation.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's already shocking because with no vocal training,
Mm-hmm.
no prior musical,
Mm-hmm.
tutoring of that, sort, I'm now the final 8. And I ended up winning that competition first place, my friends, my wife have a tendency to always say the only thing that I didn't get in that competition was best female.
But you won everything.
You know, but
Wow.
everything else, judges trophy, best composed, best male
Mm.
vocalist, uh, and like the winning trophy, all
Right.
these
Right.
things,
Right.
I
Right.
ended up winning, and I was shocked.
Man.
And they had the prize of doing studio work, and I was just in a mode, just feeling like God is just birthing things,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and that's how it started from there.
Mm.
And vocal school came into it, and God just had me not releasing anything. That was just the catalyst.
Right. Right. Right.
And from that point, I didn't even record anything for that period of years. I was just in training in vocal school, and God was really doing something in me, like pulling stuff out of me, putting things in me,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to submit because a lot of things I wasn't submissive with.
Right.
Um, and then I'm also part of a worship team, and I was just growing and learning things
Mm-hmm.
from the proverbial background, and then I believe it just started sometime last year.
Mm-hmm.
Even more songs. I mean, even for those years, bro,
Mm-hmm.
um, songs were coming, writing and digging into scriptures, and I was feeling this conviction that I have to write the revealed word of God,
Right.
and that's where my convictions lie even up to this day.
Mm.
And
Okay,
yeah,
okay, I like that. I like that. What's
yeah.
your writing process like?
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of people I speak to, people I speak to, they either write from their experience, or they write from the scriptures, or they write from a sermon, or something they've heard or experienced. What is your writing
Right.
process like?
Um, Inspiration could come through any way
Hmm.
possible. It could come through from the preaching of God's word,
Right.
through a conversation that you're having with anybody, through dreams.
Mm-hmm.
You just sitting there and you're just feeling from your life's experiences, things that you're feeling, and like you could be happy at certain times, you could be grieved with certain things,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe like those are doorways where God now sees the avenue to bring inspiration to. But even deeper than that, from all these avenues, it really stems from the conviction. So you might be going through something and you learn something that is tied to what God said in His Word.
Mm.
Uh, you could have a conversation with someone, and something that they said sparks some level of inspiration,
Right.
and you could realize that it ties to God's word. So there's this always this beeline. There's always
Mm.
this trail that it ties to what God says.
Mm.
And I could get inspired by all those things. And my writing process is straight from conviction.
Mm-hmm.
Like certain things God might deal and like give me out of, like he will just inspire me for stuff.
Right.
And when I'm inspired,
Mm-hmm.
I realize it's deep rooted in what he says. So writing processes could be inspired in many ways,
Right.
and then I will just write.
Man. All right, I've been, like I said, I've been following you on social media for a little while, and I've seen some of your performances in ministry,
Wow.
and thing. What are your expectations when you go out there to sing? What are your expectations when you see an audience of 30, or you might see an audience of 300? What is your expectation when you go out there to sing?
For the glory of God to be manifested.
Mm.
Um, eh, I wish I could. I wish I could expound on that the way how I feel. Um,
Take your time, man.
wow. It doesn't matter the number.
Right.
I think it just matters the impact.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
I so firmly believe that we are in a time where God is going to use His people to release glory,
Mm-hmm.
and when they see that glory through the works that we do, they end up glorifying the Father. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's a part of the scripture. He said,
Yes.
"Let your light so shine."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is a part of
It is.
yeah,
It is.
yeah.
It is. It is.
It sounds like it belongs in the wood. It says
It
it
sounds like
says
it belongs in the word. Okay, I like that.
it says let your light so shine right
Before
before
men.
men,
Yes,
so they
yes.
could see
The good works.
your good works
And
and glorify the
him.
Father.
Yeah,
So there's a level of glory released from what we do,
that's right.
and for me, I just want to release the glory so bad.
Right.
It's just I'm going before people. I'm like, Lord, you show up and get on bad. I just want to be able to be the hype man to shout your name. That's all.
I like it. I
That's
like it.
all. That's all. I just want to be your hype man. I
Right.
want to be introducing,
Mhm.
and when he steps out, mic drops.
Wow. Wow. All right. Where do you see your ministry in the next 5 years? Because I mean, you put out 2 singles so far.
Yeah.
Are you working on an album or what's next? What's next for Sterling?
Oh yes, most definitely. EP, then album. I have a name, but I wouldn't say it. I don't think I'm at liberty to say
Okay.
what it might be titled.
For the album?
But yeah,
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
but it's for me. 5 years from now, I want to take people or bring people to a point in the journey of transformation.
Mm-hmm.
Like what I believe the songs that are coming out from me and what God has entrusted me to steward are songs that doesn't say that I'm there yet, but more so is saying that I am taking you where I'm learning. It's like, for me, I believe it's like a worshiper's walk into a greater realm of discipleship. And from the songs that you've heard so far, there are things that are revealed about disciples that a lot of people may not know. And then there's the self-introspection. So it's like me realizing that certain things God wants from me,
Right.
and me realizing certain things about God that will make me want to go further. So 5 years from now, I would have liked that people would have been taken from the first song released, Most High, to a greater revelation of His nature and His character, and my character being transformed based on my pursuit. You know, so it's like follow me as I follow Christ.
Right.
Yeah, that's the journey. Just to let you even know, I remember even before the song started to release, all those years, and there were moments where I was thinking, Lord, you release all these prophetic words, you said all these things. When it's going to happen? And not too long last year, I remember I put a post that he spoke to me. He said, the reason why it seems that took this long is because I want your transformation to match my songs. Yeah, and that hit me for 6.
All right, you've used the word transformation a few times, so I think the album have something to do with transformation.
Yeah,
The album title. I mean, I'm talking about.
Exactly.
I'm just.
That could be a title too. Yeah, but that could be a title too. You're quick, you're wise.
Listen, man, I'm hearing that word transformation quite frequently in your talk, and
Wow.
so I think there's a transformation going on there.
Yeah.
All right, let me let them hear a little bit. Let me let them hear a little bit of how you pronounce this now? I go give you.
I go gear.
I go give you.
Yeah.
I go give you.
I go gear. Yeah. That lingo for the teachers and everybody listening is actually, it means I will give you.
I will give you.
Trinidadian lingo for I go gear.
It sounds Jamaican too. It have a little Jamaican twist to it too. You know, I go give you. I go give you.
Yeah.
All right, well.
That's all influence stuff.
Let me give them a little piece right there now.
Yeah, give them a little piece.
You wanna write a song,
This one is called Agogio. Sterling Roberts.
Not the same. Why can't I see the change? You know the words I say. To love me is to obey. Jesus, let me write this down. The worship that you want come from my life is my submission to Him is all honor. So this is my response. Lord, anything they are, anything I ask, this is my total worship. Lord, anything they are, anything you ask, this is my total worship. So remember when you did rapping sin, and I came far. Your whole life as a sacrifice, I gave up mine to pay the fine for your whole life. I paid it full as an example of how you should live before me. But you're holding back, you keep giving part, but not your whole heart will come before me. But I have a standard. Don't you know that I am God? You want all of me, but everything you giving me back is partial. Son, I have a standard. Don't you know that I am God? You want all of me, but everything you giving me back is partial. Jesus, never run this down. Call the assembly.
What the fire people up there? The bunch of fire tune. Listen to me. Let's go.
Get a
the bike called Sterling Roberts.
If you are not the same, why can't I see the change? You know the words I say. To love me is to obey. Jesus, let me write this down. Worship that you want come from my life is my submission to Him is all honor. So this is my response. Lord, anything they are, anything I ask, this is my total worship. Anything they are, anything you ask, this is my total worship. So remember when you did rapping sin, and I came far. Your whole life as a sacrifice, I gave up mine to pay the fine for your whole life. I paid it full as an example of how you should live before me. But you're holding back, you keep giving part, but not your whole heart will come before me. But I have a standard. Don't you know that I am God? You want all of me, but everything you giving me back is partial. Son, I have a standard. Don't you know that I am God? You want all of me, but everything you giving me back is partial. Jesus, let me write this down. The worship that He wants come from my life is my submission to Him is all undone. This is my response. Lord, anything they are, anything else, this is my total worship. Lord, anything they are.
Alright, easy on yourself, easy on yourself, easy on yourself, easy on yourself. 6 and second. Yes, indeed. I love it, man. I love it. I got a couple more questions for you, man. Let me ask you this. How have you seen the musical journey so far?
The musical journey is a learning one. I've seen where I have to adapt in certain places. You know, cultures may differ.
Right.
You know, administrations might differ, but it's the same Lord and the same Spirit. So I've learned and I'm learning and continuously learning how to abase and abound. I'm learning to also see what the songs, the effects of the songs to different people, because sometimes I believe because of the genre of music, we may think it may not suit a certain space or a certain diaspora, but when you hear the testimonies come back to you, totally blown away. Totally blown away. Like people who told you, I listened to Mosai and I was suicidal before. And they're not suicidal.
Wow.
And
wow.
And people breaking down and calling you. People messaging you,
Mm-hmm.
people just blown away, and you hearing the testimonies, and it makes me realize I shouldn't belittle what God gave me.
My God. My God.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
despite how it came packaged,
Mm-hmm.
there's a message to be delivered, and it's just wrapped in that way.
Wow.
And I'm just learning to be able to base and abound. And if he puts me in an environment, deliver,
Mm-hmm.
deliver, and let him do what is way above my ability.
That's right. That's right. That's
You
right.
know, you know, it's
Wow.
amazing. It's just amazing, man.
Wow. How are you received by other artists so far? I mean, I know there's the big names. You have the Positive, and I mean you're in Trinidad, so you have the Positive.
Yeah,
You have the Blessed Messenger. I mean,
yeah,
Samuel Midas. No, is it Samuel? No, not Samuel Midas. Is it Samuel Midas?
yeah. Well, Samuel, he's from
Guyana.
Guyana.
Yeah, not
Yeah, he's from
Samuel.
Guyana.
Sherwin Gardner. You know
Yeah.
those names. Those names. I've seen those names common.
Hmm.
How are you
Yeah.
received by that crowd? By that you know?
Man, we good. I mean, for those who have met and
Mm-hmm.
had the opportunity to fellowship and really chop it up with,
Mm-hmm.
man, these guys are awesome. I've met Showing God. I remember when I released Most High, I got a message in Instagram,
Mm.
and when I saw it, it was Showing Gardner, giving me kudos and really
Really?
encouraging me. Yeah,
Nice.
and I was like, I was shocked. No, I've met him before
Right,
for the
right.
first song that I wrote years ago, and I didn't know that it would have been full circle.
Uh-huh.
Now doing music now, and he comes out and he messages and he's like, bro, we've been looking at you and seeing certain things developing,
Right.
and he's thanking God for me, and I'm like, wow, and meeting like Blessed Messenger, Nathaniel,
Uh-huh.
Jaron Nurse,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh,
The big dogs, the big dogs.
yeah, and
'Cause
we
these guys, listen, these guys record a song per day. You know, they record a song.
yeah,
They
it's
record
like
songs
some
daily.
machine, like, yeah, they're just pushing out tracks.
I mean, like
You know?
crazy, man. So I know it's in your genes, man. You're from Trinidad, it's in your genes, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean, these guys are awesome. Like, we had many events. We ended up, meeting up, and there was an event, like I believe, like about 2 to 3 weeks ago, and we met and we were downstairs laughing our heads off.
Mm-hmm.
Just on nonsense, just talking, and real clever, but everybody is just a love.
Right.
And I mean, my wife and I there, and Jaron's wife and him were there, and Nathaniel and Blessed was there, and there was just this connection.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that is something that we should always foster within the artists of, gospel artists on a whole, whether it be Trinidad or wherever else, the camaraderie and being able to esteem others highly than yourself. Whether you've been in the game for the longest while or whether you just started, because everybody started from somewhere.
Somewhere. That's right.
You know?
That's right. I like that.
Yeah, everybody started from somewhere.
Uh-huh.
So if you look at people as people rather than what they do,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you tend to kind of go over and forget the small stuff.
Right.
If people have things that if they have that proverbial fight down thing,
Mm-hmm.
they probably look at people as digits rather than people.
Mm.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So and that's not me. I'm ever think of in Trinidad, obviously we offers that like that is not. I'm so not a part of that.
Right.
If people are part of that, they will come to me and meet a rude awakening because I am about people. We are about people. And if I love you, and it had nothing to do with if you do music or not.
Right. 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 Right.
know?
Right.
So and that's small-minded. For me, it's small-minded. That's just me being real.
Right. No, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I like that about you too. I like that about you because even with me not meeting you face to face and just in reasoning with you daily, communicating with you daily, I see a lot of that in you, where you're just a people person and you love God and you love God people, and I like that.
Yeah.
That's what we're about here to at GL365 Radio. We are speaking to Sterling Roberts out of Trinidad. He's I call him a gospel phenom in Trinidad because The man come on, he learned the system and he is working the system. Okay, when I say working the system, he's working the system. Social media has nothing on this dude. Okay, this dude have social media like, snap. Okay, he got it. I see some things on his social media that I'm like, huh? How did he do that? I don't see nobody else doing that. So he knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he is doing. And we're talking to him tonight, and it's a pleasure to talk to him. I have a couple more questions that I wanted to ask you. So do you see yourself sticking with what genre?
That is a very good question.
Because I mean, look a bit at this. Look a bit at this. Tell me, say, you have some dancehall in you. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's some dancehall in you. So you have a little bit of Kingston in you. You understand me? And then I'm hearing this now, and I'm like, okay. Some Trinidad is in that. You know, it's not fully Trinidad, but some Trinidad in there. You understand what I'm saying? So what genre you see yourself swinging to? And I ask you this because of this reason. One of the main reason. When I put the microphone up a little bit again, because you're dipping again. The reason why I'm asking you this, I've spoken to people from Tobago, and they'll tell you everything about reggae. You think them and Bob Marley was cousin? You understand what I'm saying? They will tell you every single thing about reggae, and that's what they do. Reggae music straight up. And I speak to people from Trinidad, and they're just soca straight up. But then when I hear positive, and then I hear Sharon Gardner, and I'm like, wait, what's going on? What's going on here? So you tell me, what am I expecting from Sterling Roberts in terms of genre?
You will expect someone who's not stuck to a particular genre. I have different styles of songs to be released. I believe because of what took place with Most High, a lot of people were like, yo, they appreciated the fact that, number one, I'm from the Caribbean.
Right.
And number two, I'm from Trinidad. So, for someone to really, I mean, it have other people who doing that, but for somebody to step out in such a way with a groovy soca calypso fuse, but not really just total.
Right. Some zouk and some other things in it,
And you can hear some things from like the Western culture, certain things added in there. And it's because how I grew up, I have a family that listen to a plethora of songs, right? So I grew up before I became a believer. I had all sorts of songs and songs around me. So I'm influenced by that.
Nice.
However, as far as doing music, no, I'm not stuck to a genre. I believe that sometimes I get songs that God just give me like that.
Right.
And it just envelopes the message that has to be carried. You might hear some dancehall, you might get some R&B. You might get some. Yeah, you will get some R&B because originally that's where I started from. R&B, contemporary worship. You'll get the traditional worship songs, the sort of psalms written type songs. Because for me, everything is worship, but it just expresses itself in different genres, which I believe carries the message better. Agogia was a dancehall. It's a dancehall infused, and it came in a way that a father was trying to correct a son. And that's how the song hit me. It was like that's how he wanted the song to come. He was like, yeah.
No, I get it.
So,
I get it. No, I get it.
Yeah, so you get it? Jesus, tell me write this down.
Yeah.
Worship that he won't come from. My life is my submission to him is all on. And I was like, wait,
Yeah.
So my response is I go gay, is
Mm-hmm.
like a Trinidadian father or a dancehall
Uh-huh.
Caribbean guy
Mm-hmm.
talking to his son about
Mm-hmm.
submission.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I'm not stuck to a genre. I believe you will hear a lot of things coming,
Mm-hmm.
um, God willing, in time to come,
Mm-hmm.
where you will hear different sides of worship.
Wow.
And I think I'm safe in my identity, knowing that this is how He wired me to be.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't get like one full album straight reggae
Right. Or straight.
or one full
Right.
album straight
Straight.
R&B,
Right. Got you.
but there should be good sounding, produced, um, word filled songs that crosses barriers.
Mm. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. I have one final question that I want to ask you. If there is one lesson you have learned since you've been out with your two singles that you gave us, what's that one lesson that you learned?
Hmm. Wow. If I have to select one,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I believe the lesson that I've learned is that do what He told you to do, even though you don't see the stuff to help you do what He told you to do.
Mm. Well, okay. You have to go elaborate on that now.
Okay,
'Cause-
like this. Those two songs
uh-huh.
to let you into the files.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Uh-huh.
Those two songs were done in faith,
Mm-hmm.
meaning I didn't know how I was going to do from A to Z.
Mm-hmm.
He trusted me with these songs,
Mm-hmm.
and He said, "Do these songs." Everything from avenue to where it's going to be released, to
Mm.
how it's going to be coming out, all these
Mm.
other things.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know all that.
Wow.
I know about the whole thing from the background market and all these other different things that are, certain strong suits and certain things
Mm-hmm.
I've been learning for the years. But I didn't know what He was going to test me on with these songs.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Long and short, I've learned if He tells me to do it, if the source tells you to do it,
Right. The source.
the resources will
Mm-hmm.
come.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that I keep on echoing.
Mm-hmm.
I ask myself, like I'm on an interview with you, like with
Mm-hmm.
GL365 Radio, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
asking myself, what was going to take place if I didn't listen to Him when He gave me these songs?
Right. Right. That's what he's saying. Uh-huh.
You know,
Uh-huh.
and
Uh-huh.
now I'm
Uh-huh.
seeing people getting healed, like
Mm-hmm.
people literally getting
Getting healed.
healed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if I didn't, or if I looked at what I had or what I didn't have,
Mm-hmm.
I may not have made that move that might have caused somebody to get their deliverance.
Mm.
So my thing is, do what the man tell you to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if there's a message for anybody who's probably listening,
Well, go ahead and
but
speak to somebody, man. Look in that camera and speak to somebody who's listening tonight.
yeah, God has a lot of dreams, a lot of plans,
Mm.
a lot of goals for many people who probably listening right now.
Right.
And and you're asking yourself, how are you even going to start this?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how to start this race, far less even run it and get to the finish line.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, if you do the one thing that He asks you to do,
Mm-hmm.
you wouldn't believe the doors
My God.
that He opens
Jesus. Jesus.
for those who listen for the one thing.
Mm-hmm.
If He told you to write a song and you don't have any money for production,
Mm-hmm.
write the song.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Write the song.
That's
If
right.
He tells you to open a business that would bless your community and by extension bless your nation,
Mm-hmm.
and you just know how to bake bread and you don't have an establishment,
Mm-hmm.
bake the bread. Somebody is going to, quote unquote,
Mhm.
accidentally take a sample of the bread and feel like they need to invest in your business.
Come on now. Come on now. Wow.
There is nothing too hard for
Mm.
Him There is absolutely nothing too hard. I'm learning in this faith walk
Mm-hmm.
that as he tells me, I will see it after I do this step.
Mm.
And
Mm.
all I have to do is that step.
Wow.
Everything happens after. Sure, you have to be a good steward and all those other things
Mm-hmm,
fall
mm-hmm.
into place. But you have to start by listening to what he says to do. Obedience is better than sacrifice.
That's right. That's right.
Do it. I'm telling you, I'm learning. I haven't yet apprehended everything that God has for me,
Mm-hmm.
but I do know this. I would not have been here if I didn't do the first thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Thank you once again, Sterling Roberts. We are talking to Sterling Roberts. I saw a comment on our YouTube channel, and a lady said, Carol says, the man's name is according to his nature. Sterling.
Wow.
Sterling.
Wow.
So
That just blessed me right there.
she just blessed you right there. Yeah.
Thank you. Wow.
Yeah, that's
I
exactly.
don't know what to
You don't even know what to say. She left you speechless.
just. Wow, that's. Amen. I take that.
Yeah, she said the man's name is according to his nature. And she put it big letters, caps.
Wow.
Sterling.
Wow.
So keep doing what you're doing, my brother. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
With all the strength that's within me.
That's right. And what I saw on Facebook, I was totally impressed, and I said I got to reach out to this brother. And I know I'm probably one of the last DJ to reach out to you, because I saw you post a bunch of other DJs in the UK and Canada and all over the world. And I keep saying to myself, I need to speak to him, but I want to make sure it's the right time. And timing is everything for me. I wanted to make sure it's the right time, you know what I mean? And I think now is the right time, man. So I appreciate you, sir, making yourself available to come on here and to speak into the life of the listeners that we have here on GL365. We have people listening on the app, people listening on Tuning Radio, people listening on Facebook, people listening on YouTube. And thank you for sharing your testimony with us, man.
That's no problem, man, bro. If it's possible, I could just share one quick thing.
Sure.
Yeah, man. Number one, I really do appreciate this DJ D-Roy. Much thanks for having me on your awesome network, GL365 Radio. This is a blessing, man. And thank you for that and the network. Shout out to everybody who's listening live on all the platforms. Shout out to my wife, Melissa Roberts, who's listening.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to everybody in Trinidad who's listening, those who in Texas listening, because we have some friends over there in Texas. Shout out to, my wife, Melissa Roberts, she's here.
Mm-hmm.
Melissa Roberts, love you. Mwah. You got shout out from Texas. Yeah,
there you go, right?
Shout out to the Thomases, Shanice and Chandel Thomas, who over there in Texas, I believe is Waco, Texas.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So shout out to you all over there. Guys, we're just thankful to everybody. If you need to get in contact with us,
Mm-hmm.
feel free on all the social media handles. We're there at Sterling Roberts Music. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, SoundCloud, TikTok,
Yeah.
you know it. Also, if you are looking for the song, very easy. I know Agogia might be the more challenging song to spell.
Right. True.
But you can look at Sterling Roberts Most High. Go on YouTube, type up Sterling Roberts Most High, scroll right under the video. Everything is there. All the digital stores is there. iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, Amazon Music. It's all there. My website, everything is there. Shout us out, hail us out. We like to connect. We love to meet people. And I believe this is just a journey that we're going to see how much people we could bring into the kingdom, though.
Nice. We're gonna go out with Agogio. We're gonna go out with that song. But thank you again, my brother. And we will be in touch, man. You have a new big brother, man.
Oh, sure. Yeah, man. Y'all are hitting me in my heart with so much sentiments, man. Thank you so much.
I got you, man. I got you, man.
I got you too, man. We love you, man.
All right. Blessings, my brother. All right. Stay right there. Don't move.
Yep.
It's my submission to him is all on. So this is my response. Lord, anything they are, anything I ask, this is my total worship. Lord, anything they are, anything you ask, this is my total worship. So remember when you did rap in sin, and I came far your whole life as a sacrifice. I gave up mine to pay the fine for your whole life. I paid it full as an example of how you should live before me. But you're holding back, you keep giving part, but not your whole heart will come before me. But I have a standard. Don't you know that I am God? You want all of me, but everything you giving me back is partial. Son, I have a standard. Don't you know that I am?
Hey, Jillian Baker said one of your songs is a ringtone. I like that. Hey.
Jesus, tell me right this down. Worship that he wants come from life is my son.
It's the one and only Sterling Roberts out of Trinidad.
Lord, anything they are, anything else, this is my total worship. Lord, anything else.
And if you missed the interview, man, we're going to be posting the interview by itself later on tonight. So you want to keep it locked to see the entire interview with Sterling Roberts on our YouTube channel.
Like you forget, you live in sin, and I came for your whole life as a sacrifice. I gave up mine to pay the fine for your whole life. I paid it full as an example of how you should live before me. But you're holding back. But I have a standard. Don't you know that I am God? You want all of me, but everything you give me back is partial. Son, I am a standard. Don't you know that I am God? You want all of me, but nothing that you give is substantial. What else do you want me do? To let you know me want all of you. You want live on Blessing Street, but you now want pass but no Obedience Avenue. Jealous God now mix me up like a calendar. So show me you love me by the way you obey me. Total surrender me want that on a daily. And if it wasn't sure before, I not eat back a baby. So me make it clear like a HD. Jesus tell me the worship that he wants to
parties live. DJ D-Roy.
So here it is. Not anything they are, anything else. This is my total worship.
All right, man. Sterling, bless him. All right, my brother. One love, man. God bless you, sir. God bless you. All right, peace out, man. One love.
Let's go.